Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to talk about what happens if I get a base with a fractional exponent that's not 1 over n. Remember, this is all we know. We know that a to the 1 over n is equal to the nth root of a. That's all we know, nothing else. What happens if I don't have a 1 on top? Well, to get there, we need to talk about something else. Do you agree with me that if I have 3 over 2, that's equal to 3 times 1 half? Let's think about that. It'd be top times top, bottom times bottom. Yes, it would work out. It would give me 3 over 2. Would you also agree that I could have divided it up like this? I could have made it 1 half times 3. Let's take a look. Top times top, bottom times bottom. Yep, that would work too. So if I have a fraction that has a number on top and a number on the bottom, I could change it to that, or I could change it to, and this is just the order that I'm writing them in. There is no difference. That. So to show you one more time, let's say I had 7 over 5. That could easily be written as 1 over 5 and 7 over 1. Which, if we remember, we know what that is. So I can always deal with that first and then deal with the exponent. Let's take a look at an example. So first of all, this first question is asking me to take this and to make it a single rational exponent. Well, this would be 32 to the 1 over 5, 3. And then the exponents would multiply, which would be 32, 1/5 times 3 over 1, which is 32, 3 over 5. Now, what we're going to be doing is going the other way. That's what we want to do. We want to take 32 to the 3 over 5 and move back to this. So if I've got 16 to the 3 over 4, I'm going to change that to 16 1 over 4 times 3. Now do you see this? This is 1 over 4 times 3 over 1. So 1 over 4, 16 to the 1 over 4, I know what that is. That's the 4th root of 16. All to the 3. So one number that multiplies by itself so that there's 2 of them, or 4 of them, to give 16 is going to be 2. I still have the 3 on the outside, and that becomes 8. Here's another one. So it's negative 64. Now 1 over 3 times 2. I always put the 2 on the outside. So this is going to become negative 64 to the 3rd root. I can do the 3rd root because it is negative and there's 3 of them. So it's going to be negative 4 squared. And finally the answer will be 16. This one, let's jump a step here. Let's go straight to this step. So I took the 1 over 3 and made it the 3rd root, all to the 4. So this is going to be 0.2 all to the 4. I don't trust myself to do that properly, and that's going to be 0.0016. That's old man cough, not COVID cough. All right, so now I've got 16 to the negative 1/2. Now that negative is going to be a bit of a pain. This is what I want to do with it. I want to do 16 to the 1/2 all to the negative 1. I want to take the negative outside. In which case this will be the square root of 16 to the negative 1. In which case it'll be 4 to the negative 1. In which case it'll be 1 over 4. And we generally write it without any negative exponents. So again, here's the negative and the 1/2. I think what I would like to do is do this. So I'm going to take the negative out of it. So it's 1 over, oh, you know what? I'm going to do this one different. Okay, well, let's do it this way. 1/2, and we'll take the negative out of it. In which case the 1/2 goes to the top, the 1/2 goes to the bottom. This is going to be the square root of 1 over the square root of 25. This is going to equal 1 over 5 to the negative 1. And then we're going to flip the base, and it's just going to be 5. Now that's one way to do it. I don't like that way. I started it, so I finished it. Here's another way to do the same question. 1 over 25 to the negative 1/2. See the negative? Let's flip the base right off the bat. So I flip the base. Let's take the 1/2 in. I don't need the 1 on the bottom. And that's probably a nicer way to do that question. A lot faster. And that's going to be the same. The thing about these questions is that there's going to be different ways to do them. So this one here, see the negative on the outside? I'm going to flip the base. And that got rid of the negative exponent. Now I just have the 1/2 to go to the top and the bottom. So I'm going to take the square root of 25, which is 5, and the square root of 16, which is 4, and I'm done. So you can see that you can start getting a little bit faster with these. Okay, I'm done. I think that means you're done. And we've got some questions from the homework that I'll post. And remember, you've got a test coming up on this, either on Friday or Monday or Tuesday. And we're going to move on to exponential functions tomorrow. Okay, guys, see you soon.